Once upon a time, there was just going to sit here for 1 second. Get my breath back. Once upon a time, there was a rainy evening, just similar to this evening. The rain was pouring down, and I was running out of the rain and into a bar. And when I ran in the door of the bar, I banged into this girl and knocked her over. And so, and I apologized and was like, and she was mad. She was like, rah, you know, the fuck are you doing? Be careful, you know. And I was like, sorry. So we went inside the bar, and I said, sorry. I'm really sorry. In Ireland, we say sorry a lot for everything, you know. Sorry. And so I said to her, can I buy you a drink? And she says, no, it's fine. I said, let me buy you a drink, please. So we ordered some wine from the bar. Put her some wine, son. Thank you. Thanks, son. And we sat there and we talked. She's not here now, but you just have to imagine. We sat there and we talked, and as you do with wine, things get much easier after a few minutes. You know, you have a few glasses of wine. And so she wasn't so angry, and we talked, and we found out we were from the same place, and it was like, wow, okay, so interesting. And so we had our glass of wine. It was very nice. And at this point I realized that I quite liked her, and I was like, when I saw the glasses empty, I was like, you want another drink? And she was like, no, just, like, seriously, let me get you a drink. I knocked you over, and she was like, no, it's fine. Anyway, she said yes, so we had another drink. Thanks up. We talked, and and then our elbows touched. You know when your elbows touch? It's like, I don't know if it was the wine or the elbows, but I felt great. Now, what happened was then I realized that the lights were going on and off in the bar, and that meant that it was last rounds. So, in other words, buy your drinks now because the bar is closing. And so I said to her, the bar is closing, you want to get another drink? And she was like, no, it's fine. It's just one more. Okay, so we had another drink. There's that. We sat there and we talked, and I noticed the time, and we both lived in the same place, and we had to get our bus back home, but I decided she didn't notice the time for the bus, and so I didn't say anything because I thought, great, maybe we're going to spend the evening walking around Dublin city centre until the sun comes up, you know? So we were drinking our wine. And then it was really time to go. I was like, I said to her, it was like midnight, you know? It was like, and I said to her, shit, it's midnight. We've missed our bus home. And then she turned around and she said, oh, I'm not getting the bus home tonight. My boyfriend's picking me up. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. And she said, actually, I better go now because he's probably going to be waiting for me. Listen, thank you so much for all the drinks. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And she says, here, have a cigarette. Have my last cigarette. You can enjoy that by yourself. And I was like, yeah, great, yeah, I'll enjoy that by myself. Thanks. And so that evening then, I went outside and sort of waved her off by. And came back into the bar, and I went up to the bar, and the barman saw me, and he kind of like, he took pity on me, so he gave me another drink. It's slowly starting to hit now. I like to be authentically drunk when I'm doing this song. Excuse the wait. So I sat at the bar. At that time in Ireland, you could still smoke inside. I sat at the bar, and then I took out a piece of paper. And on the piece of paper, it was actually a beer mat, and I ripped off the piece from the beer mat. And there were all these people around me, and there's all this noise. The bar, other people. And I just got really focused. And I borrowed a pen off the barman. I lit my cigarette. And I sat there thinking. And all I could think of was, cheers, darling. You, whatever. And so I wrote, cheers, darling. And then I noticed I was really drunk. And I was trying to write something because I felt inspired, I felt mad, and I couldn't think of anything. And then slowly, cheers, darling. Here's to you and your lover boy. Cheers, darling. I got years to wait around for you. Cheers, darling. I got your wedding bells in my ear. Cheers, darling. You gave me 3 cigarettes to smoke my tears away. And I died when you mentioned his name. And I lied. I should have kissed you when we were running in the rain. But what am I, darling? A whisper in your ear. What a piece of your cake. What am I, darling? The boy you can fear, or your biggest mistake. Cheers, darling. Here's to you and your lover man. Cheers, darling. I'll just hang around and eat from a can. Cheers, darling. I have a ribbon of green for my Spanish acoustic guitar. Cheers, darling, cheers. I had a beauty queen to sit not very far from me, but I die when he comes around. you home. Well, I'm too shy. I should have kissed you when we were alone. But what am I, darling? A whisper in your ear, a piece of your cake. What am I, darling? The boy you can fear, or your biggest mistake? What am I? Here's to you and your lover boy. Oh, what am I, darling? I've got years to wait around for you. For you. For you. For you. For you.